everybody, this is Joyce Chow for MBN and News Video Web. We're here with Sheldon Levine here with Sysomos.
Sysomos, yes. I know it's a little difficult to pronounce.
Wait a minute, but Sysomos, we know that there's a meaning behind that word.
Yes. So one of our founders is Greek, and Sysomos in Greek means everything together. So what our software does is we help companies bring together all the talk that's going on in the social media space.
Oh, actually, that's perfect because a lot of the companies here at the Consumer Electronics Show, right, everybody's talking about you've got to be there with your social media.
Yep.
But, of course, they're going like, we're doing all this stuff. Is it working? Which is where you probably come in.
Yes, we help them to sort of determine that. So our software helps bring in the conversation so they can see them and interact with them. But we also apply analytics to it. So stuff like who's talking, where they're talking, what's sort of driving the conversation. Right. Are people saying positive or negative stuff about you? Who are the main people that are talking the most and driving conversation? Your main influencers, as people like to call them.
Yeah.
So yeah, all kinds of...
In other words, when you're doing your social media and you want to know its effectiveness, your company will tell them who you need to target, when you're doing something wrong and when you need to change it, and you can... Right?
Yeah, sort of.
Hint, hint, hint.
We don't exactly tell you to change it, but we give you the information to make that decision on your own.
But see, then you can do something and see how it changes it.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. Uh-huh. So, is it working? Is it not working? Should you get a different consultant?
That is what our software is best used for. Knowing if your agency dollars are paying off.
Right. In other words, you're justifying your existence with your company.
Yes.
Yes.
But it also allows you to interact with your customers very easily because it brings in all the social channels together. So
and you know which ones are effective.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's cool because if you're doing a party or an event, you want to bring in your main influencers that are talking about you positively.
Yes.
Yes.
So
can we look at some of them?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
So what we're looking at right here is we just sort of did a search for the CES hashtag. Okay. So mostly what we're going to see here is from Twitter. So what you're looking at here is your basic dashboard, which is a high overview. So we see most of the activities coming from Twitter, but we're looking at a hashtag, so it doesn't really show up so much in blogs and news and not such. Yeah, we'll take it down.
So if you didn't use a hashtag, you just put in CES, the results would be quite different.
Yeah, we would get completely different results. We just did this one because we figure, a lot of action's happening on Twitter. It just looks interesting to show people.
Right.
So we can show you a breakdown of how the conversation on Twitter for the past week has increased, who's sort of talking, where they're from, males and females. We also, if we go down here, we can show you some text analytics. So there's a word cloud of the words.
I always love those.
Yeah, the words most being used in conjunction with our search term. This is something we call our buzz graph. It's showing words used in conjunction with our search term and how they're being used together. So the darker the lines between two words are, we find that those words are being used a lot together. The dotted and lighter lines, they're not being used as often, but still enough that they're showing up within our buzz graph, so they're not.
So it looks like this is pretty sophisticated analytics.
Yes.
Is this something that's mainly B2B, large B2B, or is it for medium and smaller B2B?
Not as much the small companies, but we definitely deal with medium to enterprise level companies. The way I sort of look at it, and it's not, small companies could use it as well. Right. It just depends on how much action they're actually seeing in the social space. If they're seeing a lot of it, that takes them a lot of time to spend their day going through. Something like this can be really helpful for them.
Right. Really cool.
But yeah, we also do work with a lot of large enterprise level companies who are seeing a lot of social media action.
Well, there's a reason Sysomos got bought out by a little company such as MarketWire.
Yes.
They saw
the potential of it, and we're really happy to be working with them.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even say we're working with them. We're just part of the family now.
Yeah. So if people want to find out more information, where do they go?
You can head to Sysomos.com, and I'll spell it since nobody can seem to pronounce it. It's Sysomos.com.
Perfect.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.